Okay. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. Let's have a quick recap. What all things we did yesterday? What did we do yesterday?
DDL, DML.
Okay. Before that, we saw something called as OLTP versus OLAP. What are this?
Online transaction processing OLTP. This is daily activities.
Mm-hmm.
OLAP is online analytics processing where historical data we can use insight reporting for business analytics.
Okay, good. This is mainly for your transaction, day-to-day transactions that include insert, update, delete, where widely data is stored in the form of normalized data, whereas your OLAP is mainly for analytical purpose, where we mainly will go and do select queries and build our queries for aggregations and all, and come up for our end-to-end reports at the end. And it is mainly data stored as a denormalized form. What's the difference between normalized and denormalized?
Normalized is based on the table form data storage. And denormalization is a old data, raw data will be stored in the data level.
Okay, good. What about others? What is the difference between normalized and denormalized? Yep. Usually in our normalized data, we divide our table into different small tables and maintain a relationship between them where we are reducing the data redundancy. Data redundancy has been reduced so that the storage, whatever is required for storing the data, is reduced, and insert, update, delete operation can be easily done on top of our data. Whereas in our normalized form, we will go and keep all the data in one of the tables, where instead of concentrating on storage, we concentrate something on the readability of our data. So complexity of our query should be reduced here, so that as soon as instead of going and joining multiple table to read the data, we'll be having in one particular table, and easily we can go and read and analyze the data quickly. So that's the reason we try to keep our data in the form of denormalized form. And after doing this, after understanding our difference between OLTP versus OLAP, we got started with our different commands. The first command we saw was DDL commands. What all DDL commands comes?
Data definition.
Okay. What are different commands comes under DDL? Smith.
Create.
Hmm?
Drop.
Okay.
Alter.
Okay. We saw these three commands where we are creating, we are dropping, we are altering, which is mainly with respect to structure of our table. Whether we want to do any structural changes, then only we'll go and use DDL command. And then we saw DML commands. We saw a few commands. Which are those commands?
Update. Insert. Delete.
Okay. We saw update, insert, and delete. These are the three commands which we saw using DML. We'll try to analyze a bit more. We'll see a few more things on top of this, and then we'll go on to the next topic. Now, if you come, there is one particular table for me now. Okay. I have this particular table. Okay. Let me see what's the table name. Product. Okay, it's not products, it's product. Now I have a table. Under this particular table, what I have to do? Now, while altering a particular table, I can go and add one additional column. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I can alter a table and add additional column. I can go and drop my specific column also. And if I need to add any additional column after, let's say, I want to add one column after my price. How to add? I want to add a column called discount after my price. How to add?
You have to use command after.
Give me command. Alter
Table.
Problem.
table.
Alter table.
Alter table. My table name. Then
Add column.
okay, add column. Okay, it's a discount.
After.
Okay, I need to define my data type also. Let me define it as float. I'll say after price.
Price.
Okay, now I can come and add like this. It will go and add our a particular column where it is required at the specific location. If I need to add at the first, I will always give add column, and first it will add that particular column. Fine. Now my requirement is my particular data is there. I have all my information and all. I need to go and change my column name. Can I come and do that? Yes. You can go and change your column name. Like again, I'll come and say alter table, my table name. Now I need to go and do what? Rename my particular column. Let's say I need to rename my particular product name to, I'll just say prod underscore name. I'm just saying have a table where I have a name called product name. Now, if you come and see, I'm using here product name like this. And if you come and see in this table, you have a column name called product name like this. What do you think? Is these two things different here? Will it go and change if I run this? Will it change?
Oh.
My table structure had a product name Nablix. I'm passing like this. Okay, I'll completely pass it as a lowercase. If I come and change this and I'm saying go and alter my table to prod name and I'm running, there was no errors. And if I come and see my table, is my name changed? Yes. So inside your MySQL, whatever things you write with respect to table structure is case insensitive. That means it will consider both product name and product name with uppercase or lowercase. If the characters are matching, it will consider as the same and it will not throw any error. So that's the reason you are able to go and change. Fine. Now to change anything, I'll just go and say rename my particular column, and I came and I changed my particular data. Now, can I go and rename my database?
No.
Did we rename? No. Inside our MySQL, I cannot rename my database, but I can rename my table name and existing column name. Now, how to go and rename my table name? It's simple. Again, I'll say rename table. My table name is product. Let me say product to PORD. Just say this. I'm just go and I'll say rename my particular table. It will go and rename your actual table. If you come and refresh, you see your table name is changed. And if I come and just read the data, all data will be existing. Only the table structure has been, we changed our table name and we changed our column name. Till now, are we good? Yep.
Yes.
So using alter statements, what all things I can do is nothing but I can add a column, I can drop a column, I can modify, I can rename my column, I can modify my particular column data types. And these are, I can, okay, these are the things I can do with respect to my alter statements with specific. Now, I can consider this in some of the things, they will consider this rename also under DDL command. And even this modify will also under DDL command, but main three commands that are being used for now is alter, create, and drop. Fine. This is fine. There is not a much of use headache and all. I had this information, but now I need to go and update my price for iPhone 15, or else wherever there's PID is equal to 13, I need to update my price to 60,000 and stock is equal to 5 and discount is equal to 5,000. How to do that? Who is new to SQL? Who is completely new to SQL? Okay. Naga, can you try this?
So here we need to add.
I need to update my price to 60,000, discount to 5,000, stock 5 for the ID PID.
Okay, we can give the alter also, right? So
Update.
alter.
Why you want to use alter? I'm
It-
doing what? I'm changing the data,
update.
right?
Yeah.
Then if I change the data, what will come? DML commands will come.
Yeah.
Okay, DML commands is where update.
Yeah.
Now, what's the query? Update.
Update.
Table.
Table.
My table name.
Set.
Yep. Set. Okay.
Price equal
Price.
to
Price equal to 60,000. Okay, let me put it 60,000. Then
comma. Discount equal to
discount equal to 5,000, comma,
stock.
stock equal to 5. That's it.
Where PID equal to
Where PID equal to 30. So always whenever you go and update anything, we have to come and queue our where clause. And I'm just going and saying update this particular data. Now I have this information. Okay, that's fine. Where this was done, what? Statically, I was able to go and do this. Now, if you come and click on this, it will reorganize your data. Just click on your particular column name, it will reorganize the data. Now I can see here, wherever there is iPhone or else. Wherever there is something called as iPhone 13. Now, based on the existing data, for example, my particular price is now whatever the price is there. I want to increase that price to 3,000 and I'll give discount as 3,000 and stock has 5. Now, I don't know. For now, there is no data. For the same thing, what I'll do? Let me come and put where product underscore name. I'll copy this. Now I updated this particular query. Okay, for now I have done this. Now we have this information. Wherever there is iPhone 17, we have values 60,000, 5,000, and 5. Now, whatever the existing data I have, for that, I want to increase price by 5,000. I want to decrease my discount by 2,000. I want to increase stock by 3. Whatever it may be. Now, for now, we have what? Only these two records are there. There might be some records where, for example, let me do this and PID equal to 11. I have this 11. For now, I'll say this has 58,000, 4,500. Stock has 3. Okay. For the same query, I have what? 2 different values. One, we have 60,000, 58,000, 5,000, 4,500, 5, 3. Now for this iPhone 17, I want to increase price by 5,000. For example, 60 is there, 60,000, 65,000 should happen. 58,000 is there, 5,000 should increase, 63,000 should happen. Here, 2,000 you decrease, here also 2,000 you decrease, 3,000 it should come 1,500. Stock you increase by 3, 8 and 6. I should increase this now dynamically. Yes. Can I go and write individual queries here? No, right? If I need to increase, again, will you do like this? I said what? 60,000, 5,000, I should increase 63,000. Is it correct? 63,000. Need to decrease 2,000, 1,500, or it is 2,500, sorry. And I need to increase my stock, say 8 by 5 particular stock. The same way I need to copy here, and I'll say now 1. For this, how much is there? 60,000 is there, 65,000 I need to do. Now, first 3,000, I need to decrease 3,000. And stock, I need to increase by 5. Let me say 5 plus 5, 10. Now, 2 different queries I have to write, right? Yes. I have to write here 2 different query. If I need to go and change individually. As of now, whatever we thought, I have to do this only, right? Yes.
Yes.
Fine. Now, I don't want to go and write multiple queries. Now, I need to write a particularly dynamic query where I'll say update my product as it is, set my, now price, whatever the price is there, you do what? Price plus, I want to increase by how much? 5,000. Comma. Discount. Whatever the discount is there, you keep as it is, minus I need to do how much? 1,000. Comma. Stock. You keep stock as it is. Whatever the stock is there, plus you increase by 5, where my product name is this. Wherever there is product name is iPhone 15, I want to dynamically increase my values. Now, if I come and run this, 2 rows are affected. Now, if you come and read the data, it changed. It changed. Yep.
Yes, it's
Press change, right? So if I want to go and dynamically increase, the same thing if I want to do for each and every particular product, I'll not do any where clause. I'll run this particular value again. It will increase the price by 5,000, decrease the discount by 2,000, and stock by 5. But let's come and see. Now, if you come and see, for this, anything was updated? No, right? For this, values got affected. It got increased for 3 values. Why these particular values did not come here? What do you think?
we given discount command. So discount is null.
Okay. Now you tell me null. What is null? I said unknown. I don't know any values. Unknown values. So I went and kept it as null. Now I'm telling my MySQL to go and increase my price by 5,000. I'm saying, for example, now I said, sorry, discount by 2,000, you decrease. I'm saying unknown minus 2,000. Now, what does MySQL should understand? What do you mean the meaning of this unknown? This unknown can be 10,000 also. This can be 1,000, 10,000, minus 2,000, anything it can be. And your MySQL go and change the values. All right. If you don't know what exact value is there, can I go and do addition, subtraction and all?
No.
It will be difficult. So wherever is null, I need to go and handle. Now, how to handle nulls and all, I will be seeing a specific class. But for now, I need to go and see my data. I have a select star from my product table. This is my table. If I come and see, I am able to see. I'm able to see all my data. Okay, I'm able to see all my data if I come and run this. Now I need to go and read my particular data in such a way that wherever null is there, I need to come and say, you show me that data. For example, where my stock is equal to null. I'll put now where stock is equal to null and it is not throwing any error. Now I'll come and run this query. Are you able to see the data? Can we see the data?
No.
there was a data, for example, there was a data for null, but I'm seeing you pick me that data, it is not showing. Why? Because again, your MySQL is getting confused. You have stock, you're saying go and get me null. Null, I'm equating to null. You're saying you're equating your column to null and you are equating to unknown. It doesn't know what is this null, what is this unknown value. It is not able to filter. So whenever you are filtering something with respect to null, I need to use something called as is clause. Now, what is this is clause is nothing but I am saying instead of equating, I'll say where stock is null. I'm saying if it is null, you go and get me. If I run this particular command, I'm getting all my data with respect to stocks which are null.
Yes.
Now, the same thing, I want to get all my data where my stock is not null. I'll say is not null. In this way, I can go and filter my particular data where stock is not null. Now my requirement is, I have this particular data. From this particular data, now wherever there is something called as null, I want to update my discount as 5,000. I want to update stock as 10. How to do? You can try. Update.
Yeah.
Table name, product.
Yeah.
Then I need to set my values.
Discount,
Okay, good. Discount is equal to 5,000.
comma,
Okay.
stock.
Stock is equal to 5. Next, I need to filter my data. For that, where I'll say where stock is null.
Null.
So I'm just filtering the data where stock is null and go and update. Now, if I come and run this, I have updated my data. And if you come and see the data, you are able to go and see particular data. Now, it happens same. For example, let me come and up. Now, my requirement is we have 15 for product ID, for PID. So you go and update my stock. Discount has null, stock has null. For because there is no stocks. So wherever there is PID2, I need to update this null, this null. How to do? How to do? Your filter class is PID equal to 2. But I need to go and update. This has null and this has null.
Where discount,
Discount equal to is.
Discount. Now, what do you think I should do is null? Stock is null, or I should do this. Which is correct out of these two?
where discount is
Equal
null.
to. Equal to null.
Equal to. Okay.
Null.
Now, what I'm saying, only by filtering. Now, if I come and run is, it will throw error saying that the whatever the syntax you have written is wrong. You have written a wrong syntax, so it is near null. If you come and copy this response, and if you paste it here, and it is specifically saying you have written a particular wrong syntax near null. Now, whenever I'm going and equating my value to null, I have to always put equal. But I'm filtering the value at that time, I have to use is null. So I'm specifically saying this column is not having any value. So I'll put as unknown. So at that time, I have to go and equate my values. And if I come and see, I'll be having that particular values as null. Are we good? Who is new to SQL? Are we good with this point?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I need to, now, since I have this value, I need to complete delete these values. Wherever there is null, I need to delete the values. How to do?
Delete for table.
Hmm?
Where?
PID equal to.
I want to use null. Wherever there is null, I want to delete that.
Okay.
Discount.
Discount is none.
If my particular discount is null, I need to go and delete that. So in this way, I can come and run this piece of command. And you can see one particular record is affected and you have removed your discount and that value is gone. Now, are we good? How to do with respect to adding values dynamically? How to handle a null values by filtering, update a null values and delete the null values. Are we good with this? Okay. Now, I'll do one thing. Let me bring if anything. Okay. I have one table. Let me recreate this table. Okay. I'll give this queries. Don't worry. I have this particular table. I'm recreating a table and I have these values. Okay. I have these particular values. I have these specific values. Now, I need to go and filter my particular data. I need to go and filter my particular data where that brand, if you see there are different brand. If my brand is Apple and my price, or let's say my stock is greater than 15, I need to go and filter that particular data. I'm having two conditions now. First condition is I need to have my brand is equal to Apple and my stock should be at least 15. At least 15. Okay. What do you understand by at least 15?
Minimum 15.
Equal to greater than 15.
Minimum 15, that means it is greater than or equal to 15. I want to come and have this particular data. How to go and get this particular data? Simple. I take the same values. Now I need to have a what? Where condition. I'll say what brand equal to Apple. Brand equal to Apple. But I have one more condition now.
And
Since I have one more condition, I said these two different conditions should be satisfied. My both conditions should be satisfied. Since my both conditions should be satisfied, I will write one thing called as AND, because I need to consider one more condition in my filtering clause. So I'm adding and I'll say stock greater or equal to 15. I'm saying my stock greater. This is a condition. This is called as an operator. Greater or equal to 15. Now I'm adding two different conditions. If my both the conditions are satisfied, then only you go and display the data. I'll come and run this particular command. I'm having what Apple. My stock is 15, 20. So two conditions are satisfied, and these are my two records I'm able to get. Now what you are doing is we are adding some operator called AND. This is my one of the operator called AND. To AND is for selecting multiple filtering condition, and this condition should satisfy each and every condition. Now again, I will go and say if I want to add one more particular condition where price should be greater than 70,000, I'll say and one more and I'll say price greater than 70,000. Okay, I just come and I'll give this particular value. Now, based on my whatever the filter is there, I'm able to get that values. Now it filtered that and one particular value was coming. I was able to see. Now the same thing, I have this particular data. Now I need to go and get if any one of my condition, that is at least my particular brand should be Apple, or any stocks that are greater than or equal to 20. If stocks are greater than or equal to 20, or my brand is equal to Apple, I need to get that. At that time, any one of my conditions should satisfy. I'll do what? I'll copy this, and instead of and, I'll say or, and I'll say greater or equal to 20. Now, if I come and run this, I'm able to see the data. Apple. I have a brands called Apple because these are the three brands which have Apple, whereas another brand came Sony because I have added or condition. So either one of the condition is satisfied and I'm getting, so I'll be using or. If my both condition, again I'm saying if both conditions should be satisfied, we will use and operator, get filtering of data. If any one of my condition should be satisfied, I will be using or operator. Are we good? Are we good with this?
Yes.
Okay. Now, fine. Let me see in this more data. Now, there is something called as comparison operators. What are these comparison operators? Whatever you are seeing, greater than, less than, equal to, not equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Now, all these things are called as a comparison operator where you are comparing the values. You're doing what? Comparing values and you are filtering the data. So we call it as a comparison operator. And we have something called as logical operator. Now, what are these logical operators? Is nothing but and, or. There is something called as not. I'll explain what is this not. But these three are logical operator based on logical filtering. They're doing logical filtering of our data. And there are few more operator like special operators, which is one we have seen with respect to null handling, that is, comma, is not. It is to handle null. And we have few more operators that we'll be seeing now. Now, if you see this particular table, there is a range of my particular values. If you see, if I click on this, 60,000, 65,000, 85,000, 1,200. Now I need to find my range of my values. Let's say range. We have a range where my value should start. Okay, it should start from 65,000 and it should end at 87,000. Okay, my starting value is 65,000 and ending value is 87,000 price. You go and select that particular data. To do that, I can use my comparison operator.
Yes.
Okay, I'll say what? My particular this, where price is greater or let's say greater or equal to 65,000. Okay, one plus. Since I need to have both conditions satisfied, I'll say and. Again, I'll say price because I need to filter that price only less than or equal to 87,000. Okay, I gave this value and I'm able to get this range of elements here. Okay, based on my range of elements I got. But instead of going and writing this range of elements, now if I have removed this, say greater than or equal to this, I'll get what? I do not have a 65,000. Yes. Why I did not get 65,000 here?
Because equal is not there and it is greater than 65,000. It should
Exactly.
be 65,001.
Exactly. Now I'm saying not to consider 65,000. Beyond 65,000, whatever the values is there, you go and get me. Now I'll use one more operator, special operator. I'll say select star from my particular product where now I don't want to go and put what? This different logical operators and all. I don't want to put. I want to filter using price between, I'll say between 65,000 and 87,000. I specifically gave a range now. To give any range, I will use one more special operator called between. I'm saying between my values of 65,000 and 87. Only two between you can use, cannot use, I mean only two values. I can't give more than two ranges here. I'm saying between these ranges, whatever you have, you get me. When I come and run this, what I'm getting?
Greater or equal to.
Now, is this particular between considering only price with greater, or it is considering greater or equal to?
Greater equal.
Now, whenever you use something between, this is your starting value, this is your ending value. From this value to this value, it will go and filter all that particular data, and whatever the data is there, you will be able to get that. Are we clear with this point?
Yes.
Us, who is new to SQL? Are we clear with this point?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, we saw what? One more special operator. Where is that operator where I wrote? One more special operator, that is between. Okay. Okay. Now, again, you come back to the table. I have my range of elements. I got it. Fine. I had my range of elements. I was able to get that. But if you come and see, there is something called as Apple, Sony, Samsung. Let me say 1, 2, 3. Okay. I have iPhone 15, iPhone 17, and Sony TV. I need to filter data where my product name should have this particular iPhone 15, iPhone 17, and Sony. Now, I will do based on whatever the things we have done. I will get this.
Product in iPhone 15, 17, and so on. TV.
Okay. Product equal to,
In
I need to put my,
product in.
okay. Based on whatever things we have done now, I have to use like this only. So far, whatever concept we have seen, based on that, if I need to filter, I need to do this. Yes. Yes or no?
Yeah, based on whatever we do.
Now, based on whatever the things we saw, if I come and run this, I'm getting multiple. Okay.
You do
Oh
use
my
or
God.
operator.
We have to use R because any one of the conditions should satisfy, right? There is no three typical all three conditions. So any of one of the condition I need to satisfy. So I'm coming and running this and I'm getting values. Now imagine you have like this hundreds of different categories. I cannot write always or. Now I have my specific list of elements in this specific list. Again, I'm saying in this specific list, you put this in bracket, you put this in bracket. And I'm putting, since these all are what? All are string, I need to put this in quotes. I'll say this is my first value, this is my second value, and this is my third value. Now I have my list of elements. Whenever there is a list of elements and I want to go and run this, I'll select this and I'll say, since I have multiple values, I'll say in in this particular, whatever the bracket you have put, if you are having the product name, what it will do, automatically it will go, now this is equivalent to this. It will take product name equal to this, or product name equal to this, or product name equal to this, and it will give values. So I have list of elements I want to filter. I will use one more operator called in. Are we good? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to filter my data. But in my particular data, I don't want this list of elements. At that time, I'll just say not in. Don't consider this. Apart from this, whatever the data is there, you come and bring this. Another special kind of operators is nothing but in and not in. Okay, fine. We got understood what is and is not, where I'll mainly use it for null handling. I'll use between for range of elements. I'll get if a list of elements are there, I need to filter and not filter the data. I'll be using in and not in. But I have this particular data. In this particular data, if any of my data that is starting has iPhone, okay, we have iPhone 15, iPhone 16, iPhone 17, lot of ranges might be there. I need to filter a data if it is starting with iPhone. It can be anything 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, any kind of values are there. If it starts, it might be 15 Pro Max, 16 Pro Max, it might be 2 GB, 20 GB, a lot of configurations might be there. But if it starts with iPhone, I need to partially match my data and filter that data. Again, I'm saying I need to partially match this pattern and I need to filter that data. Now, if in this way, if you have how much like iPhone 15, iPhone 16, you have 20 to 30 values. If I need to go and filter, I need to come and put that in clause, all that values. Yes.
No, like.
Now I'll be using one more special operator called like. Now, what do you mean by this like? Like operators are used for partially matching of data. For partially matching, again, I'll say select star from my particular products, whatever my product is there, table, where my product name, I need to partially match. I'll say like, and I'll put a double quotes. Now I need to start with what? I need to start with iPhone. I'll put iPhone, but ending, I don't know. Ending can be anything. I'll put what percentage. Percentage indicates go and match with starting iPhone, and at anything it can be, you go and match that and you get me that data. And if you see the data, I have got iPhone 15. Now the same thing, let me add few more data here. Remove that. Let me bring that insert command. I'll say 15 Pro Max. I'll say 15 Pro. I'll add a few more data. I'll say 12. I'll say 11. I'll say 17. Okay. We have different values. I want to go and filter. For now, IDs. Let me put it as 10. Let me put this as 7. Okay. I'm coming and inserting the data. I have these many data. If you come and see, we have different data. Okay. If you see, these are the iPhone values that are there. Now I'm saying anything that starts with iPhone, you go and get me that value. I'm having this particular values, and with respect to only iPhone, I'm able to get. For that, I'm doing what? Partial matching. Till how many doubts? Yes. Are we good till now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I need to filter a data. It should start with iPhone and end with max. If it is ending with max, I need to get. So after my percentage, I'll say max. I'm saying my starting is iPhone, ending is max. but anything in between, I don't care. That is there. You go and filter that. And if you come and see, it starts with iPhone and it's end with Max, and we are having that particular data. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, one more requirement. I need to get my data. Starting, I don't care anything. If it is ending with Pro, if it is ending with Pro, I need to go and filter the data. Can I do? Yes. Now, I don't know starting pattern. I don't know anything. I'll say percentage, but my ending should be Pro. I put here Pro. And if I come and run, I'll be able to come and filter all the data that are ending with Pro. Now, for partial matching, we'll use what? Percentage. And starting value I want to put, I'll put starting value. Ending value I want to put ending value. And in between, I don't know anything. I'll put percentage. Anyway, you can go and partially match and get my data. Now the next special operator is nothing but like operator. Are we good? Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Now whatever the things operators I shown you for filtering of data, you can use that same for update or delete. While filtering and updating, while filtering and delete, you can use the same thing, and we can do. I won't go and touch that particular use case. You guys go and practice that. But now comes, let's try to understand one particular topic, how our delete is working. If you come and see, let me take one particular table. I have ID, I have name, I have salary. This is my table. I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll say A, B, C, D, E, F. And let me say 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K, 60K. I have these particular values. Now, I'll come and write a query delete from my table. I'll just say table name. Okay, let me say delete from my salary table. I gave this particular command where I'm saying delete from my table, that is salary. Salary is my table name. Now, when I come and do this, what will happen? All records will be deleted.
Yes.
Okay, all your records will be deleted. But how does exactly delete do? It will go delete first record, second record, third record, fourth record, fifth record, sixth record. It is doing what? Row by row operation. Row by row operation is nothing but go, delete, go, delete, go, delete. In this way, if I want to go and remove my values, if I say delete from, and if you have 100, let's say 10 million records you have, it will do 10 million times row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will go and delete this particular data. Now I need to completely remove my value. I have this much amount of data. If I use delete, it is a very slow operation. Very, very slow operation. Now for that, we have one more command called truncate. Now, what's the difference between delete and truncate? Delete will go and do row by row operation. Your truncate will do what? Drop plus recreate, restructure your table as it is. Whatever the table you had with columns and all, it will reconstruct. Now, if I drop and reconstructing table is much quicker, or going and delete 10 million record one by one, it's much more quicker. Which is quicker? Which will be the quicker operation? So your truncate, when condition you want to remove each and every particular data, I will use something called as truncate. It will drop plus recreate a structure. Now, what do you think? What kind of command might be truncate? Is it a DML command?
Update.
No.
DDL.
we have different commands, huh? DML, DDL. These are all commands. We have TCL and all. What kind of command might be truncate?
DML.
command.
DML?
DDL.
Okay, why it is DDL?
So drop could be the DDL command, right? It will just
Now
drop
see,
the data.
exactly. Now it is going and changing, dropping and recreating your structure. So that's the reason it is affecting your structure level. So one more particular command that will come under DDL is nothing but truncate. Very important. If you are very freshers and all, they will be asking this difference between delete and truncate. You need to understand this because it is going and manipulating your structure and removing all the data at one go. Are we good? Are we good with this point?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you tell me, if I say delete from my salary where salary is greater than 30K. Okay, can I go and do this?
Sure.
Now, if I do this, what? It will delete this many data.
Sure.
Now, it will remove this data when I'm going and adding. But if I do truncate from my table where salary is equal to 30K, can it go and drop and bring the data back again?
No.
So whenever there is any structural changes, it cannot bring the data. To completely remove the data, I will use my truncate. I cannot use my filtering clause along with my truncate because it will not allow us to do that. If you come and see, I need to remove all my data. I'll say truncate table, my table name. My table name is products. I can come and run this piece of command. Okay, products is not there, it's a product, my bad. Now before that, let me show the data. We have all the data, we have how many data, we have these many number of data, and I'll come and say truncate this particular value. It says 0 rows affected. Now if I come and read the data, my bad. If I come and read the data, I don't have any data because it has removed each and everything. Now let me come and insert the data again. This is the data I have inserted. Now, if I need to go and do truncate, and they'll say where my particular product, let's say PID, where PID is greater than 5. I'm just giving some values and I'm saying if PID is greater than 5, go and truncate that. And if I come and run this, it will throw error saying that syntax wrong. Go and check your syntax because I cannot use my where clause along with my truncate since it is dropping and recreating a table. Are we good? Are we good? Okay. Now, for now, just remember these two difference difference between delete and truncate. For now, you just remember this. Delete is your DML command. Truncate is our DDL command. Okay, you remember this. And second, I cannot have where condition in my truncate. I can filter and remove my data in delete. There are a few more things I need to explain with this because we need to see a few more things. After seeing that, we'll come and see how our main differences are there between our delete and truncate. Okay. So far, we have seen all these things. Any doubts so far?
Shagar, can you repeat this delete and truncate again?
I meant to say the main difference between delete and truncate is when I use truncate, it is a faster in execution. Why? Because it will go, drop and recreate your table. Here it is slow because it will do row by row delete. One, difference. Second is, since it is dropping and recreate, it is a DDL command. Here it is a DML command. Third is, I cannot filter data. Filter data is not possible. That is where clause is not possible while removing the data from table. Here I can filter my data and remove the data. These are the three differences. For now, you remember this. What's the main difference between delete and truncate?
Okay.
Okay, fine. Now, before going to the next topic, there is few things as a data engineer while creating a table structure and all, we'll be widely working with these things. Okay, there is a particularly, let's say I have this table. Okay, I have this particular table. We have these many number of records. I have this table. Now I need to go and work. There are certain requirements that has come where I need to go and do what? Work on a particular requirement. But this is a very important table. I cannot directly come and change my data on the existing table. Now imagine if this table had 1 million record. If this table has a 1 million record, I need to go and do what? Work on that particular data. If I by mistake I remove, I need to do what? Delete, update, I insert. So many things I need to do on top of this table. If I do any changes to this table, it will affect my work. So I cannot directly work on this table. I need to create one backup table. Backup table first to make sure that whatever I'm working on top of my table, it is not affecting the actual table. Now, if I have 1 million record, can I go and write 1 million insert statements? Is it feasible to do that? All right.
No.
Now I need to write one. I need to create a table. I'll say something called as CTAS. Now, what is the CTAS? I'll say create table. Let me say product BKP backup table has. I'm saying create table. This is my table name. Have what do you want? I want data. Select star from my products. I'm saying create table has CTA and yes is nothing but select. Now, whatever data you want to go and create, I'll come and create this. And this is the backup table I have created. And if you come and see the data, select star from BKP. You have all the data that is there with respect to your products. The same data, whatever is there. Now, to take any backup, I'll be using CTAS. Now, I need to create a table. But I don't want to have any data. You create me a table, but I don't want to have any data. I want to only create a structure of my data. Can I come and do that? Yes. Now to do that, again, I will come and do. Now I'll say what? 1 equal to 2. Now, is this condition satisfied? Is this condition satisfying? Or no, I think 1 equal to 2 is fine. I'll say where 1 is equal to 2. Now, is your 1 equal to 2? Is it value of 1 is equal to 2? Is it correct? Is it true or false? Is this condition true or false?
False.
False. If my false condition is there, and if I come and run this particular command, am I getting any data?
No.
Here I'll say 1 equal to 1. Is it true condition?
True.
If I come and run this, I'm getting all the data. Yes. I'm getting each and every data. If I run this command, I'll get get same data. If I run this command with where condition, I'm getting same data. So by default, it is where condition is 1 equal to 1. So I'm saying 1 equal to 2, that is a false condition. There will be never 1 is equal to 2. So it will never bring any data. So I'm getting empty data. So if I come and run this piece of command, it will go and create your table structure only. It will not create your, along with your data, it will not create. It will create your table structure and you have all the information with respect to your table. Are we clear?
Yes.
Now I have this table. I created this table, but I should have gone and inserted my data, but I did not do. I need to insert that 1 million record. Again, I cannot come and write my insert query. I'll say what? Insert into my particular table. That is this particular table. I'll say select star from product. I'm saying whatever the values are there from that particular product, you come and insert my data. I'll come and run this particular command. I'll be able to get all my particular data here. All my data is there. Are we good? This is a new thing. For existing structure, insert data from another table to our table. I use what? Insert into my table name, select query. This is just to create a table with data, without data. This is without data. This is with data. Till now, are we clear? Till now, are we clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, then you help me create a table, backup table, but my column should be PID, product name, price, and stock. I want only these columns. And no data. What to do?
Create table name.
Create table name. Let me say P new backup. Okay.
Select PID product name price.
As I'll say select PID, comma, my product name and stock. Okay. I'll put this, comma, okay. From
Where one? No.
product, then
Where one equal to 2.
where 1 is equal to 2. I'll come and run this. Now, this particular table has what? Only the required column. So whatever the select clause you put will come and run. Now you insert a data into this. I need to increase my price from my, if I come and run this particular command, you have these values. Now while inserting, you increase the price by 5,000 and stock minus 5, whatever the stock in this table. How you do? How will you
Then
do?
has a DML.
Yeah. From this table, I'm getting, I want to add the data, but while adding data, price should be increased by 5,000, stock should be decreased by 5. In this particular table, I need to add. For now, we don't have any data here.
Okay.
I need to
Update.
was insert into my table name. Then
Where?
Now I don't have any table data only in particular this table. How can I use where condition? I need to get data from this table, right? Yes.
Correct.
Select product name price. But while
Correct.
giving price, what I said, increase into
5,000.
5,000. Or else let's say increase by 10%. Don't want to increase 5,000. I want to increase 10%. So can I do this 1.1? 10% you increase. 100 rupees is there. 100 into 1.1, 110. Now stock I need to do what? -5. Let's take -5. Let's see. Okay. From this particular, if I come and run this, okay, it is decreasing 5 and it is increasing by 10%. If you see, all the values are here. If you see normal data, it was 15, 20 and all, but now it is decreased. Now if I come and run this, I can come and do any transformations while doing what? Select query and then insert my data. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. Now comes one question for you. Okay. Now, do you really think, for example, you have Amazon, daily 1 million transactions are happening. Do you really think there will be a person who sit and write insert into my values, into table, values, first record, second record, third record, fourth record, like this 1 million values? Do you think really any one person will be sitting and updating our table?
No.
Okay, what about others? What about others?
No.
Now, in real time, what will happen is there is something called as a store procedure. Okay, now what is the store procedure and all? I'll be explaining you in detail, don't worry. Now you can consider this as a programming language in SQL. So we have written in such a way that I will write my program, insert into table, values, and I'll give these values dynamically how it is coming. Now you have your Amazon. You went and you ordered something. So I'm adding one order information so that whatever the value will come, automatically that values will be added here. Now you went and updated your particular query. I have written a store procedure. Automatically that will come and update. You deleted your orders. I don't want to order this. Automatically that will come and run the program and it will update. So you have inside particular real time, there will be always your UI. In the backend, it has to come and communicate with your databases. So for that, your particular front end will be whatever you work, that is nothing but front end, whatever you're ordering. So back end, they have written along with your Python code, JavaScript code, or it might be Java code, any of the languages they are using, and they're communicating with your database using your SQL. They have written, and that SQL, whatever is there, the store procedures are written, that is coming and working. This will be a real time. But there might be a situation where you will get a CSV file. You have a CSV file. Now I need to load, it has how much? Let's consider 10K records. I need to load my data into my database. Can I come and do that? I can do that also. Now, either way, you can come and import the data, or you can use some things called as, if you come back here, on top of table, I'll right click on top of my tables. This is your database. Under that, we have tables. Now, on top of table, I will right click. We have here what? Import data from wizard. I'll take this and I'll browse. Okay, I'll do one thing. SQL. me come and see that. Okay. I'll give this data set, don't worry. We have SQL, where is SQL? Okay. I have one particular data, which is orders data. Now this is the order data. Now it is what Excel comma separated values. Okay, it's a CSV file. Now if I come and click on this and I'll say open. Now it has taken CSV file. I'll say next. It is asking, okay, what this is your database name, and this is should be. Do you want this particular as a table name? I'll say orders data as a table name. If you have any existing table, you can come and do. But since the table is not there, you go and create. If any table is there, drop that particular table also. You can come and give this. I'll say next, and we have my information. For now, it has taken automatically based on whatever the CSV file. It has taken your all information. For now, I'll take, okay, whatever any changes. Delivery date input, double. Okay, order date, city. Let me just see data types. Okay, it has taken data types correctly. Payment mode. What was the payment mode? Okay, payment mode by mistake it took what? Big int. Let me come and put it as integer. For that, I have put text. Order status is text. Delivery date it has taken big int. Let me put as integer. Okay. For now, we have given all our particular data type, and I'll say next. It is preparing, it is executing. Do you want to prepare an import? Yes, I'll say import. Now it is taking, data is too long. Okay. It did not import. Okay. It did not import. Let me come and drop because there was some issue with the data type. Let me drop this table. Let us re-import. Drop table orders data. Okay. If your data type you are giving anything wrong, it will not import because you have to pass a correct data type. So I'll say again, take this, create order. For now, what I'll do, text. Let me see. Text. City is also text. Discount. Okay. Payment mode. So text. Order date. Let me put as text. Payment mode. What to? Integer count. Integer. Product only. Product count. Text. Okay. Now I'll say next. Import. Okay. It is importing the data now. Once you give the correct data, array what's happened the following data show logs. Can you see here? 1000 record imported? Yes.
Yes.
Now I'll say finish. Now as soon as you come and do this, I'll come and say select star from my particular data. And if you come and see, I have all my particular data. Whatever is there, CSV data I have imported. For now, we'll be importing our data, whatever the data sets I'll be giving. You have to come and import this. And when we come back, we'll be analyzing this particular data. We'll do a little bit of filtering condition and all. We'll try to learn few more things. And then we will move on to our one more command called TCL, and then aggregations will start. Have we got?
Yeah.
So what all things we did today is you have to go and revise. Please go and revise all the operators which we have done. How to do dynamic updates. If anyone is new, we have to go and do. Try to analyze what is this is, not, how to handle null values, how to use between condition. Again, we'll come back tomorrow and we'll be seeing a lot more examples, but we have seen different types of operator, that is logical operator, so, something called as a comparison operator, and some special operators we have seen. Try to go and see this, and I'll try to add in your under our free class section. I'll add this data set. Go and import this into your database. When we'll come back, we'll be working in our next topics. So if you have any doubts regarding course or today's class, let me know. We can discuss on top of that. Anyone attending today's first class? No one? Tomorrow will be the last demo class. After that, we'll be getting started with the paid classes, whatever is there from Thursday. If you want to attend, you have to pay the fees and then get started. If you regarding the fees or anything with respect to that, please connect with our admin. Satish is one of the admin, or you can connect with Mahesh. He will be helping you out. Okay. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Sure. We'll meet tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock.